Hello and welcome back to another video of learning how to program Android apps. In this video we're going to learn how to create menus in Android. So let's get started. So to begin, we shall begin by creating the menu resource folder, because a menu is going to be a resource, so we have to create a specific folder for menu resource. To do that, we simply come to our app and right click on it, then we come here, new, and then we have to select Android resource folder. So when you click on Android resource folder, we shall be able to select here the resource type. So we have different resource types of Android, as you know, but for me I'm going to select menu as the resource folder that I want to create. So this directory or folder is where we shall be storing our menus. So I'll simply click OK. So I wish that you'd observe here that there is something that has been created which was not there before, which is the resource folder of menu. So here is where we shall be storing our menus, just like we have for layouts, you have for drawables, you have for values and whatever. Now here we shall be storing our menus. Now let's create our first menu. So to create a menu, I'll simply right click here and say new, and then I can select Android resource file. The other one was a resource directory, but right now I'm going to select a resource what? A resource file. And you should know that I have right clicked on the resource folder itself. So new Android resource, I can select menu resource file. So by doing that, I'll be able to create my menu and give it a name. So I can give it a name, any name that I want. I can call it my main menu. So it means that it's going to be the main menu for myself. I can make as many menus as possible. Then after I select OK, so this one is select as menu, so no problem, I just select OK. I click OK. So by doing that, we shall be taking this layout, and just this is nothing but another layout that has been created under our menu directory. It's just an XML file. We can even preview its source code by simply clicking on split, and then we shall see the source code, or by clicking here, then we shall see the source code only. So let me click on the design so that I can show you different things that you can do in this menu. So you have different items that you can add in the menu. Among them we have the search item and the rest. So if I want to add a menu item, I'll just simply drag and drop it here, and then we shall see the menu item, and the attributes will be here that we can possibly change. I can add another one, menu item. You see, have and now another menu item. But I wish you should know that when you add a certain menu item, the source code also does what? The source code also change. So let me just go and show you how you can add them using the back end. So I'll click here on split so that I should be able to see my design as well as my menu source code. So when you're dragging and drop inside our menu, you see these items were being created inside our menu. I can delete them, so if we delete them, also the item in our menu are going to be deleted. So let us see how we can write the code by ourselves to create an item in our menu, so that if you write the code by yourself, you have full control over over your source code. So I'll open the curly bracket and put the angle bracket and put item, and then this item first it should take an ID. So when you give it an ID, we shall be able to identify it from other items. So I'll give ID and give this ID a name. For example, I can call this one home, or home item. Okay, home menu item. Okay, let me just put home item. Yeah. Okay, since our application is simple, we are not going to use other IDs. I'll just leave it as home. But if your application is complex, you may have other items for home, or you may have other IDs for home. So it will be wise to specify that home menu item, so that you know that this is the item that is found in menu and it is the ID that I was meaning for that. For example, I can say here home menu item, something like that. But since this application is just simple, I'll just leave it as what? As ID home. Then what else? I'll give this item a title. So by simply giving a title, and then I can write maybe home, and then later I'll specify this item it should be always displayed on top or not. So if I want to specify that, we just write up, and then you see show as action. So that show as action, when you press enter, we have different attributes, different parameters that you can pass. If you put never, this action will never be shown on top here or as a what in the navigation bar. If we put if room, so it will always be shown in case there is a what, there is a space to be shown. And if we put always, it will always be shown no matter what. So let me put if room, so that it should always be shown on top there. Can you see? When I put if room, it is shown on what? On top here, if there is a what, there is space. So if room, and then I can go ahead and specify the icon. For example, if I want to give this menu what, an icon, I can go ahead and give it what, an icon. To give an icon, I just simply write icon, and before I give an icon, let me first close this. Okay, let me first close this menu. Now to give an icon, we have to create the resource for the icon. I'm going to create this resource by simply coming to our drawings and right click on drawable, then new, then vector asset. So in click of vector asset, I'll be able to double click on a clip art here and select a resource that I want. For example, I can type here home, home. You see, home icon has come, or you can manually look for it here. Okay, you can manually look for the item that you're interested. For example, me, I just know, so I just type home, so the home will come, and then I say end. Okay, then this home item, I can give it a what? I can give it a color if I want. If I want to give it a color, just double click here, and then I can select white. Let me select white. White is just FFF, so it will be white. So I give it a name, I see home. So when I say finish, you see that resource will be created inside our drawable here. So my task is to implement in our menu. So it will be just write menu home, then you see it will be at a drawable menu. So it will replace the home with the what? The icon menu. Let us add another item. To add another item, we'll just duplicate this one, select it, and then press Ctrl D to create another item. So two items cannot have the same what? The same what? Two items cannot have the same IDs. So for example, this one is I'm going to call it messages. So message, so I'll call that message, and then I'll come and change this title to messages. Okay, let me change also the what? The icon. So I'll just simply come to drawable, new, and select vector asset, and then double click, and then come to what? To chat. I hope chat is there. So I'll select this one or this, and then I say this one. Let me take this one. I say okay, and then I can call this one IC chat, and then I change the color to white. No problem. I say okay, finish, and then I just press this one chat, and to do what? To be the chat. So after doing that, I'm going to add other items. I'm going to show you how to create now a sub menu. If I want to create a sub, if I want first to create an item, of course you cannot put all items to appear here. Now if I want to put items that will not appear in front here, for example notifications, so I'll just simply put that one. Now if I'll just copy, I'll change this one to notification. That becomes our ID. So I'll change the name to notification. Okay, so I don't want this one also to be here. There will be too much. I want them to be collapsed. So I'll remove this one from show action, and I'll put it to what? To never. So when I put it to never, you see it will be collapsed here. Here I'm not interested in icon again. I can remove it, but you can keep it there, no problem. So it will be, I've changed it to what? To never, so it will be collapsed here. So if you put never, it means that it should not be shown in the in the action bar itself, in navigation bar itself. So after doing that notification, let me add another item, another item. I can add another item like profile, and then I can put here my profile. Okay, then let us finish by creating another sub menu. So to create a sub menu, I'll just copy this item, paste this item, and maybe let me call this one more. So I'll just put more. And now to create a sub menu, what you do, you remove this. I'll remove this closing tag, and I'm going to make it a what? A parent. So I'll close this item here. So you see this item is a kind of container because it's having a opening tag and a closing tag. Let me call this one more. Okay, more. The ID is called more and the item is called more. So you see we are going to have something called more here. Now as inside more here, I'm going to put another menu. So I'll just simply come here and put a menu, and then close that menu. So this menu I'm going to put there now. The item, you can see this option has come. The icon show that there's another menu behind there. So I just put here menu, and then I can put maybe about us, and then I can click here and type about us, and then action if room. This one is now optional. I can even leave it. So behind there we shall have about us. I can add another item. I can put in there maybe contact us. I also come here and change this one to contact us. Then lastly I can put maybe I can put after contact us, maybe our team, or you can say log out. You just put anything that you're interested in. So I'll also put there log out. So by doing that, we shall have created our menu layout, and this is nothing but an XML file that is here under the menu resource folder. So after creating that, now we're going to put this menu in our application. So to make this menu appear in our application, we shall have to come to our activity, and then we have to override a function of on create menu. So to do that, you just write on create, and then Android will do what? Will bring it for you here on option create menu. On create option menu, it will bring it for you here. So on option create menu, and then here instead of returning this on create menu, we shall return true. Okay, so between here, before I return true, I'm going now to do what? To create the menu. So this function is called by the Android operating system automatically when the menu are being created. So let us create the menu itself that we have created its layout. Okay, so to do that, we shall need what we call a menu inflator, and then I'll just write it as a menu inflator, or anything that you want as a name of variable, is equal to get menu inflator. Okay, so after doing that, I'll now inflate our menu using this menu inflator. So I say menu inflator dot inflate. So here I specify the menu resource that I want to inflate. So it will be r dot b, because it is a resource, so I have to collect it using what? Using the r. So r dot menu dot, I don't know why it's bringing an error. I don't know why, but I know I'm right. So r.menu, then we write the name of the menu that we created. So the name of the menu is my menu. What's the name? It's my main menu. My main underscore menu. That is the resource that I created here for the main menu. So after doing that, my main menu, then you pass this menu that was given to you through this function that you're overriding. So you pass that one. So by doing that, you will have created the menu to appear inside your your Android application activity. Now let us run our application and see what's going to happen. Our application has successfully run. You can see here we have the home, we have the chat, and if you click here the more, we shall have the notification, we shall have my profile, then we shall have also the sub menu that I showed you how to create. If you click here, then you shall have other sub menu items. Okay, so by doing that, in fact there is an icon, but it's because it's in white, so you cannot be able to do what, to see it. But if you make it in black, then you can be able to see your icon. Okay, there's an icon there, okay, in case you want to put icons here. But that's, I hope you've got the concept. Okay, so by doing that, you shall have created a sub menu. Now let us add now the functionality. Like if I click here, if I click on the menu here, I should be able to do what, to get or to listen to it, that I should take an action when someone clicks on home. For example, if I want someone, when he clicks on this one, it should open the message chat. So that's how do you do that. Let's go to our source code again. So here we're back in our source code. Now to listen to the incidents or the event when a user clicks on a menu, we have to override again another function. So that one, just say on option selected, on options item selected. Okay, you can click there and then you'll be able to get this function. Or if you don't want, you can press Ctrl O, then Android will bring you all the possible functions that you can override. Okay, so you can start typing on option and then they'll be showing you here the possible function that you can override. But if your ID is sensitive, you can just simply write on options item selected, and then they'll do what, they'll bring for you the item. So before it returns here, I'll come here on top and then start switching. When we click on item, the operating system will be giving just the item through these arguments. Now at this point, when a user clicks on a menu, that item, only a user clicks on an item, that item will be repassed to us through this function, and we shall receive it as this variable item. So I'm going to switch this item. So I'm just going to create a switch here and put switch item.what.id, you know, like item IDs is the one that can uniquely identify an item. So I'll put .get item ID. You can also switch using the title, no problem, because when you click on a certain item, you can get its title. So after, I want to create a toast here, so I'll put case. Okay, so case someone clicks on r.id then I can listen to about us home page. You see the different IDs that we created, they've been populated here. So I can, for example, if I want to listen to someone who clicked on home, so I just put here .id.home, and then I will put a colon and then put here what the action that I want to do when someone clicks on home. So I can create a toast. So to create a toast, I'll just write toast and then select this one, and this toast just takes the context, which is this, and then here we write the text that we want to be toasted, and then here takes the toast length, and we remember to do that to show the toast. So I can say you clicked and then I want to specify here the item. So how can I even get the title that of an item that has been clicked on? I can just simply get the item that someone has clicked on, and then I put item dot title dot get title. Okay, so here it will get for me the exact title that a user clicked on. So I can even specify, oh, you clicked on home, or I can do any action that I want to do when someone clicks on what, on a home icon. Then after, I'll remember to do what, to break my switch case. Okay, so I can duplicate these cases by simply creating Ctrl D, and then I can put here maybe we have chat, we call it messages. How was it called? Let me remember here. It was called item here, this one. It's called item message. Okay, so I'll just say come and specify a message ID message, and then you can say you clicked on the message. We can go ahead, let me get an item that is an extra. For example, my profile. I'll not test all, I'm just going to test for each some. My profile, so you can put here, you click on my profile. You can even do what I'm duplicating. You can go and check even for the more item itself. You can also listen to it because of what, it's an item. So I click here, I clicked on more. Then lastly, let me get one item from more, maybe the logout item, and then come here and listen to logout, and then you can put here, you click on what, on logout. So having that done, it means that we can even make a decision. For example, I want when someone clicks on messages, remember I still have the previous application that we did whereby you can open the message activity. So maybe if I want someone to click on the message, we should open the message activity. So I can paste this one here in this case, okay, in the case section. Now let us run the application and to see if we shall be able to listen to different menu items that have been clicked on. Our application has started successfully. So I click on home, you see the toast, you clicked on what, on home. I click on messages, you see, you click on what, on messages. Okay, but it did not open. I don't know why. Maybe you didn't call the function properly. Open messages. Okay, but you can see it. We click on message. If I click here, we have the more. If I click here on notification, I did not listen to that. If you click there on my profile, I don't listen to that. But if you click on more, you can see you click on what, on more. In fact, we put the open message in a profile, not in a what, in a message part. That's why I see when you click on my profile, it was able to open my message activity. So you click on more, then you can also click on logout. You can see you clicked on what, on logout as the toast. So by doing that, you'll be able to know the specific item that you've clicked on. So that's how to create a menu item. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's meet in the next video tutorial where we're going to learn more about Android programming. Thank you for watching. See you.